All right, class, today we are dividing a decimal by a decimal. Now, we are looking at this problem right here. We have 7/100 divided by 1 4/10. And you may be saying to yourself, well, 7/100 is less than 1 4/10, so how can I divide that? Luckily, decimals allow us to do this. Now let's find out how. All right, so I'm going to set this up as a regular long division problem. In my dividend, I have 7/100, and for my divisor, I have 1 4/10. Well, my divisor is the one doing the work, so this decimal isn't going to help him out. He needs to be a whole number if he's going to do any work. So here's how we make that happen. I simply move my decimal point back one place value so that I now have the whole number 14 out front. But since I did that to my divisor, I also have to do it to my dividend. So we're going to move our decimal place back one place value back. So now I am ready to divide. All right, so 14 is going to go into 0 exactly 0 times. 14 goes into 0 0 times. And if you're wondering why I'm putting those zeros in when they equal nothing, they are placeholders, and it's helping me to make sure I line up my place value. All right, 14 into 7. How many groups of 14 can I get out of 7? Well, once again, I get 0 groups. So I'm not done yet. I have this 7 sitting back here. I multiply 0 times 14, and I'm going to get 0. And now I do my subtraction. Well, 7 minus 0 is 7. What do I do? Well, luckily, we are dealing with decimals. And remember, after a decimal, I can add zeros all day long. And it won't matter because 70 hundredths is the same as 7/10. I still have a 7 in my tenths place and nothing in my hundredths place, which is exactly what I had before. So let's take a look at this. Now I have 14 going into 70 because I bring this guy down. How many groups of 14 can I get out of 70? Well, I don't know my 14 facts, but there are a few different ways that we can figure this out. Let's do it the most simple way and just write out our multiples. So 1 times 14 is 14. 2 times 14 is 28. Add another 14 to that, and we get, it's going to be 2 and 42. Add another 14 to that, and we get 56. And add another 14 to that, and we get, oh, look at this. It's going to work out perfectly for us. We get 70. That means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 14 equals 70. I subtract, I get 0. Oh, look at that. I check it. I am all done. I'm all done. Oh, wait. Hopefully you were screaming, wait, because we need to move this decimal point up. We move it straight up into the place value where it was at before. Now, let's check our work. So here we go. We have 1 4/10, just like we have over here. We use our original divisor times our quotient of 5/100. Now remember, when we're multiplying decimals, we don't have to worry about lining up our place values. So I just like to push everything to the back. It makes it nice and clean and easier to deal with. So 5 times 4 is 20. Carry that 2. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. And then I just have to count up my my decimal places. I have 1, 2, 3 total place values behind my decimal point. That means I need to have 1, 2, 3 places behind my decimal point in my answer. Now, let's look at this. Does this match this? It sure does. I have 7 hundredths here, and yes, this is 70 thousandths, but remember, I have a 7 in my hundredths place and nothing in my thousandths place. 7 in my hundredths place, nothing in my thousandths place, just like in my answer. So it works out. All right, let's take a look at one more problem. So here's our second problem of the evening. We have 84 and 78 hundredths divided by 15 hundredths. Once again, we're going to set this up just like regular long division. My dividend is 84 and 78 hundredths. My divisor is 15 hundredths. So let's work this guy out. Remember, first step when dividing by a decimal is I have to move it 2 places in this situation. So I'm moving my decimal, which means I have to move my decimal in my dividend as well, 2 places. So it's going to go right back here. Erase that. Now we are ready to solve this thing. 15 into 84. Well, I'm going to think about a clock because a clock is broken down into 15-minute quarters. So a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. So that means 15, 30, 45, 60. Well, it's going to be more than 60. What's 15 more than 60? That's 75. 15 more than that would give me 90. So it's going to be 5 times that 15 is going to go into 84. 5 times 15 is 75. And I subtract. 84 minus 75 is 9. I bring down my 7. Now I'm going 15 into 97. Well, I need to write these out just to help myself again. So just like on the clock, 15, 30, 60. We already know that 5 times. Ooh, I missed something. Sorry, guys. $30, 45, 60. We already know that 5 times 15 is 75. And 15 more is 90. So I'm not going to get another 15 out of 97, so let's take a look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and write a 6 up in our quotient. Get back where you belong. 6. Stop that. 6. 6 times 15. I already figured it out over here. It is 90. I subtract. 97 minus 90 is going to be 7. Bring down that 8. All right. Luckily, I already figured this out. I know I'm going to get 5 more 15s out of 78. So I can go ahead and write that up top. 5. 5 times 15 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my 75. And I subtract again. 78 minus 75 is going to leave me with 3. I don't have anything else to bring down, but luckily because I have this friendly decimal right there, I get to annex as many zeros as I want. Because I had a 0 in my 10th place before, I now have a 0 in my 10th place. So let's bring that 0 down, and hopefully we see what's happening here. Well, look at this. How many times is 15 going to go into 30? 1, 2 times. 2 times 15 is 30. When we subtract, we get 0. All right, so I'm all done, except that I got to move my decimal point straight up into my problem, and my answer is 565 and 2/10. Well, I hope this video helps. Good luck with your homework tonight. See you guys tomorrow.